Esports is taking off fast in China, just in time for the Asian Games set to open tomorrow in Hangzhou. The country is also home to some of the world's top-ranked teams and players, with the number of video game players in the nation amounting to a record 668 million. That's about half of the population. CNA's Lo Min explores how the Chinese government plans to create a talent pipeline for what is projected to be a $50 billion industry by the year 2026.
The moment China won its first ever League of Legends World Championship in 2018, the Mandarin-speaking commentator lost his cool. It was a moment of jubilation and ecstasy shared by millions watching in China. Mr. Zhou, who was 16 at that time, got swept up in that moment.
当时的那个夺冠的瞬间，我们有很多年轻人，他们的心中就是有一股力量想要喊出来嘛。我也是，我当时也是想，我好激动啊，但是我没有办法用语言去形容。然后那个时候我就觉得，就是听台上的解说，我好开心啊！然后我能不能成为这样的解说？2-2的一个战场被分割，盎司血区那边好像被逮到了。
And so 2 years later, when the opportunity came up, he enrolled in an undergraduate program with a major in esports commentary.
爱奥克也被拿下。
我们是比较早的进行专业化教学的一个院校，那也是基于这个电竞的这个全球的影响力，包括电竞产业越来越这个蓬勃发展，包括上海要打造全球的电竞之都。 所以基于这样的考虑呢，我们觉得这个领域里，肯定需要专门的人才，包括是也需要一些教育的引领。
The involvement of education sectors in esports represents a positive turn of events in the country. For years, esports industry finds it difficult to shake off the negative connotation with gaming addiction among youth. State media has described gaming as a form of spiritual opium. As early as 2000, the government had banned video game consoles, but then internet cafes like these popped up all over China in the 2000s. Many came with their own resident teams. They became the birthplace of what was then a new counterculture. At its peak, there were over 150,000 internet cafes in China. But by 2020, that number dropped by 40% after the government imposed strict regulations to tackle gaming addictions. Still, the gaming industry continues to thrive. Now, minors are not allowed to enter internet cafes and are limited to playing only 3 hours a week.
一旦这个政策出来之后，他们18岁以前都不能玩游戏了。这个确实是对他们有很大的一个影响，特别是培养这个青少年的群体。
Enter the esports hotels. By installing beds and transforming into hostels, cyber cafes have found a way to skirt the age restriction. Industry reports show the number of these hotels have doubled over the past year. Mr. Cha opened his first esports hotel in 2019. Using the same operating model, he's expanded his business to 53 outlets in the past 4 years. His goal is to establish an outlet in 100 cities across China.
他能够说是同时说3、5好友一起说，一起玩个2、3天，就像度假形式这样子，玩累了大家一起吃饭，一起这个上下铺这种睡觉这种兄弟情谊，他其实是在网吧也是没有办法完成的。
Insiders say that while these hotels are not allowed to receive minors who come alone, but oftentimes they could just use another person's ID card or be accompanied by friends who are older than 18, and that's a legal grey area that the government has yet to crack down on.
深圳、广州以及很多的省会城市，北京、上海，它都出台了。 类似于说扶持电竞产业的一种升级，它其实可以对整个社会的经济带动，其实产生了一个非常好的一个增长点。
The government now wants to turn esports into a professional industry, leveraging on its strong potential to drive growth. Government and industry players are finding the balance between preventing gaming addiction and promoting the industry in a healthy way. With esports included in the Asian Games for the first time, insiders say they hope this would help legitimize the sector and reduce the stigma attached to this virtual sport. Lo Min, CNA, Shenzhen.